David in New York. That's really where our base of support is, Stephen.
Yeah, hometown.
We're New York State. Yes. David, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the city right now, but born
Okay.
and raised in Plainview, so not too far from where
Okay. Yes. My old stomping grounds. Okay, David, what's going on?
Yeah, so I just have a question about Gavin. If you're in Gavin's situation there, did he have like any other path besides, I'll take these 2 votes and I'll do exactly what they say and I'm going to put them on Rob? Was there another path?
Stephen, what do you think? Could Gavin have made another? I think that he probably alienates all the other people in the game if he ends up like sort of like I guess he could have like forced some sort of a tie where I guess he could have like grabbed a hold of Rick Devins and said, "Hey, Devins, I've got 2 votes tonight. They're gonna vote for you. If you have an idol, play it, and then our 3 votes will carry the day." But I think then he's sort of left without anybody that wants to work with him.
Yeah, and I think if you look at who's in the game now, it's the only people left who have like any real history of voting together are Gavin and Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the 2 of them, it's almost like totally like just a total like board of free operators.
Well, I guess
so. I actually think Gavin's not in a terrible position.
Yeah, I think that what he could have done is he could have taken Aurora's extra votes and then voted also for Aurora, and then sent Aurora out of the game instead of Ron Clark.
But Gavin, like, why not get rid of Ron if you're Gavin? Yes, like he gave him that emotional moment and et cetera. But I don't know. I think that this is probably the move for him. Like just to like join up with the people who were always kind of his. Wow. His allies.
At the bottom of that, though.
You got a funny way of paying me back for that family visit, Gavin, young man. I'm not happy with you.
It's like Boston Ron. You're like halfway there.
How dare you?
If he flips to Devins and Ron, he has 2 massive shields in front of him, as opposed to being on the bottom of Victoria, Lauren, and Aurora, which he clearly was because he was the last person they informed of what was happening.
Yeah,
right. That's not a bad point. I mean, that is not a bad point. I guess like if you're Gavin at that stage, like why would you keep people around? I mean, I guess the final 8, like there's still a lot of game left.
Yeah,
I guess that's an interesting idea.
I think if I'm Gavin, I think I'm very comfortable with rolling into the final 4 with Aurora and Lauren and Victoria, because I think that he's got as good of a shot as any of them to win immunities. He probably feels better about the fire making with that group. So even though in a traditional season, yeah, he's probably the odd person out at 4. I think with the fire making chance, I think that's as good of a chance as anything to get into the final 3.
I mean, Aurora of the people left in the game is the best. Is probably the best immunity.
Yeah, I think she's 1-2. Right? I think Gavin's 1-2. So Gavin's
1-2 and Rick is 1-2.
It would be toe to toe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tip-top toes.
And then that immunity challenge tonight was the famous one where Rupert was coach, and then Rupert was screaming, "My toe!"
I thought he broke his toe.
He broke his toe earlier, but it was very hard on Rupert to compete.
That was like coach's like
yes,
dragon
Tokachins.
Yeah.
Okay, David, thank you so much. All right, there you go.